Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome to J Cloud's Anime Talk, and today we're going to be starting a new series on this channel where we explain every single Magic Knight captain in Black Clover. You've seen that spoiler warning in the beginning of this video, so don't say I didn't warn you, but today we're going to be talking about by far the best royal character in this show, the captain of the Crimson Lions, Captain Fuegoleon Vermillion. And he is from the royal family, the House of Vermillion, and the reason why I say that he is the best royal character in the show because he is one of those characters. I believe he was the first royal character we've seen in this show who treated everyone the same. It didn't matter if they were royal or a common or a peasant, he treated everyone the same. You know, he's the true definition of a true nobleman because he doesn't care about people's social status, and he has this strong charismatic personality where he always looking out for people. You know, his first introduction, we seen that he was very different from the House of Silver. And even though Fuegoleon and Elzel had this rivalry going on, to me, he still stands out more because he carried himself like a leader, like a commander. Situations like when Radius attacked the capital and Fuegoleon took it upon himself to be the leader in that situation, you know, ordering everybody like he's the Wizard King when the Wizard King wasn't there, and they was obeying because he has that sort of role, that sort of personality. He's like the Commander Erwin from Attack on Titan, but in Black Clover. You know, Commander Erwin was that type of guy who leads everybody and gives the greatest speeches of all time. And Fuegoleon, every Black Clover fan knows this, that he gives the greatest speeches of all time. The greatest speech in the show ever is when he said that being weak is nothing to be ashamed of, but staying weak is. That is the powerful quote that he said to Noelle, because Noelle felt as though she was weak during that time because all her siblings called her that. They called her weak, saying that she shouldn't have been born, but it took someone from another house, you know, the rival family, the House of Vermillion, to say that to a Silver. And he lit a spark in Noelle, and he did the same thing to Asta because he is the first captain, besides Captain Yami, to acknowledge Asta. And he even said that, I heard you had a goal to become the Wizard King. Well, that means that you are my rival. And that's the level of respect that Fuegoleon has towards anyone in the Clover Kingdom that drives to be great. You know, he even gave speeches to Radius, a character who set him up to be almost killed. He even gave him speeches about that you are strong, but no one would never acknowledge you because of what you're reasoning for attacking the Clover Kingdom. But also gave him a chance of redemption, but we know how that went. But his character is so fair-minded and, you know, well-rounded because he has this strong goal as well to become the Wizard King, and not just the Wizard King, but the King of Kings, since he's from a royal bloodline. And that is why he made that marking, that symbol that's on his forehead. It represents a personal oath in the Vermillion bloodline of someone who's ready to take on the quest on becoming a king. That is why when we seen his brother make the same symbol on his head, he said he's going to become the Wizard King. And that was during a time where we thought Fuegoleon was going to die because his arm was missing, and we thought everything was going to be passed down to his brother, but his sister became the captain, Leona, and took over while Fuegoleon was injured. And you guys already know, since she became a Magic Knight Captain too, I will do a separate video on her. Now, when it comes to Fuegoleon's strength, he is a very powerful character. Definitely in the conversation on becoming the next Wizard King. He has a 4 in physical strength, magic amount he has a 5, magical control of 5, magic senses of 4, cleverness of 5, and sense of justice is a 5. You know, definitely a top tier character when it comes to the Magic Knight captains. Now let's talk about the crazy powerful fire based magic spells of Fuegoleon. Now Fuegoleon has the magic to control and to manipulate any sort of flames, and he also has creation magic where he can literally create any sort of figure in his flames. Quite often we always see a lion that represents him because, you know, the Crimson Lion, so we see he always use a lion figure whenever he uses flame ability for the most part. He also has the ability for that same lion, he can use a spell called Leo Rouge where it shoots out a fiery blast. He also has another spell called Ignis Columnar where he can create a fiery aura around him where he can deflect, or not necessarily deflect, but can block out any attack spell from reaching him. He also has a form of restraining magic where it's called Leo Palm, where he can restrain you in the palm of lion hands. You know, this guy clearly has a thing for lions. And probably his best spell for me is his spell called Solenia, where he can shoot out a beam of light, you know, like a blue solar beam that can just shoot out really fast and pierce through any magic. We seen that showcase when he did that against Radius. And fun fact about his fire magic, I mean, his fire magic is so hot to the point where he really cannot control the temperature of how hot his attacks will be, so You know, he's a sense of justice character, but he may accidentally kill you. But of course, he did not get that strong on his own. He was actually trained by a nun, a former magic knight of the Crimson Lions, Sister Theresa. This is a character we've seen fight alongside Asta when the kids were taken away from the village. Now, if you're up to date with the manga, you would know that Fuegoleon came back with the spirit of Salamander during the Elf Invasion arc. So now this is the strongest Fuegoleon to date now. This makes his fire spells even stronger and hotter now because, if you guys don't know, the Salamander spirit has the strongest attack spells out of all the 4 spirits. You know, this makes Fuegoleon 5 times or 10 times stronger now. And his flames are even worse because, remember how I said earlier that he really could not control the temperature of his flames? Now they're even worse because when he was attacking his vice captain, who was possessed by an elf, his vice captain couldn't even breathe. I mean, his own breath was catching on fire. So this just adds onto the arsenal of attack spells and fire attack spells that he already has. And we seen him fight a captain, the new captain of the Purple Orcas, who has the ability to wash away magic, and Fuegoleon beat him. We did not see the fight, but we seen Fuegoleon in the aftermath of him flying his salamander now. You know, with that salamander, he was able to beat a character who can deflect and dispense someone's own magic. That is powerful as heck. Now that he's back with the spirit of Salamander, I want to see a fight between him and Nozel because they're the 2 guys who are in the lead on becoming the next Wizard King. I think Nozel has a little notch up, but these are the fights I want to see. You got the head of the House of Silver and the head of House Vermillion. This is something we got to see. They're both rivals, and it's only right that the next video on the Explain series will be about his rival. So, with that being said, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that like, because hitting likes on the video really helps the video go out there in the algorithm. And if you are new, subscribe to the channel. Now, I will be taking a little break next week because I'm moving to a new home. I'm moving out of state, so that's why I haven't been uploading lately, because I've been busy packing. But hope you guys stay patient for that. We got some My Hero videos coming. We got Black Clover Chapter review coming tomorrow. So, without further ado, thanks again, and I'm out.